I am right now at the sidewalk of El Dorado Avenue or Avenida El Dorado. And this right now we're looking at is one of the overpass getting into one of the stations for the TransMilenio. Um, I am gonna go ahead and show you how to enter one of these stations. Basically, most of them have overpasses. You walk to the overpass, you cross it, and then you go down into the station. The stations are in the middle of the street. Um, Transmilenio is one of the rapid ride system. This avenue, Avenida El Dorado or El Dorado Avenue, is one of the major avenues. It splits the city of Bogota into east through west. Orientation is east-west, and I'm climbing up the steps right now. This is typically how most of the stations are set up. Um, I'm showing you the east to west major split. The rapid system, the Transmilenio, goes from east to west. It also goes north to south, and this is how you access one of their stations. You go through an overpass. It could be a bridge, or it could be just plain flat, and it's typically in the center of the avenue, and in this case, Avenida El Dorado. It's a major um, avenue. It splits the city, Bogota east to west. So I'm continuing. Now you go through this on top of this bridge, and I'm gonna walk to the entranceway to the station, which is in the middle of the avenue. And here I go. They have the transit system here uses a tullave card, which you fill it up with cash. The minimum amount is 10,000 um, 10,000 Colombian pesos is the minimum you can put on there. And when we reach the station, I'm going to purchase one. And like I said, the minimum is 10,000 Colombian pesos. And at that time, which was 2024 November when I filmed this, it was almost $4, 4,000 Colombian pesos to one US dollar. So probably around $2, the minimum you can put on that card when you purchase it. I purchased mine at one of these stations. And let's see here. And then we go down here. As you can see, this overpass takes you right down to the center station. Some of these stations have these customer service kiosks. They're customer service people, and you can purchase your tullave card with a minimum of 10,000 Colombian pesos. At least at the time when I was there, which was November 2024 when I did this, and the exchange rate was one US dollars to 4,000 Colombian pesos. And that's and we can. It was a minimum of 10,000 Colombian pesos, and we're going down. I'm actually walking down. Doesn't feel like it, but into the stations. And this again, you see one of the long elongated buses. They have these. They don't have a rail system. Well, they don't have a rail system with trains, but there is kind of like a rail system, but it's mainly bus. It's a dedicated bus system, and you have these elongated long buses, humongous, gigantic buses that goes that path, stops by the station. Here's one of those customer service booths or kiosks. You can go there. There are people in there sometimes, and here you can buy your tullave bus pass. And they don't have unlimited rides. They don't have bus packages that you can purchase unlimited bus ride. And so here we go. We got ladies in there, and I will. And here you go. You pull out your tullave card and you tap it in that round place, round top, and the door is automatically opens. So you tap it right there in the green section, and boom, it automatically. Here you go. Tap it, and then you go right through. And here is the platform. This is the station platform where these uh, rapid buses they come here, they stop here. They're very long, and you go choose the one that you, depending on where your destination is. It's very if you there for a week. It's I find it Uber is really inexpensive and it's even more secure to travel. If you're there for less than a week, it's very inexpensive Uber here, and then you have a fixed price with Uber. But if you're gonna be longer, the transit system is it's humongous, and it's difficult to traverse and learn within a week. So if you're there for longer, you definitely need to learn um, the transit system. It's big, it's humongous, and sometimes it's more convenient to just take an Uber, which is very inexpensive, and you have a consistent price. And also, I find it to be a bit more safer means of moving around. And so this is how it is. This is the platform. The buses come, they stop at these stations, and you just hop onto them, depending what your destination. Here's one coming in right now. It's kind of like a train system, but it's all bus. It's set up the same way as a light rail or rail system, but they're using only buses, and it's pretty huge. So it's a bit it's a learning curve, but there typically is a lot of customer service people walking around in kind of like security like uniforms, and they're very helpful, very helpful. But it's a huge system, and it's really goes east to west and north and south. So you have these stations that are along the north-south corridor, east and west corridor. Plus, there are local buses if you just want to move around locally. But to major destinations, this TransMilenio system um, is very useful. And like I said, Uber is very inexpensive here, and then you have a fixed price, um, and it's easy to move around. It makes it very easy to run. It's very inexpensive. I mean, and yes, this people are now entering the platform, and we're gonna enter the platform. I'm gonna enter the platform. And this is how it works. It's a completely pure bus kind of train setup. If they're going to put light rail in Bogota, I mean, they already have the infrastructure already in place. So they can easily replace this bus system with a rail system. But right now it's pure bus. It's very long, humongous buses, elongated buses or articulated buses that serve almost like trains. And there we go. It's this is a east west. This east west El Avenida El Dorado starts from the airport and goes all the way to the funicular or the tram area. So it literally almost splits the whole city in half, east west. Avenida El Dorado, the TransMilenio. We're taking the TransMilenio bus right now. There are also yellow taxis, which are independent, and you can take those too. They're very, very independent, and they're very small. They look small, but these are very powerful vehicles, and they're very spacious when you get into them. The yellow taxi guys, they're all independent owners and operators. Again, when I filmed this, this was in November of 2024, and the exchange rate was 4,000, about 4,000 Colombian pesos to one US dollar. So, and to buy the transit pass, it's called tullave. It will cost you a minimum of like uh, 10,000 pesos minimum to get the card, and you can put as much money on there as you want to. Keep in mind also if you have a lot of cash on there when you're leaving um, the country, you can't cash out the money you have on those cards. So when it comes to leaving, close to leaving, you probably might want to try to keep all the cash off the card. Or else you might have money you can't use and it's on that card because they don't cash the money out with your two Yavi card. So we have Uber. This is the rapid transit system here. Is a Transmilenio, but you have a lot of buses, transit buses that serve local areas, local neighborhoods. It's a humongous system. So if you're there for a week, uh, the rapid system is better. The Transmilenio is better. But also, you know, we have options like Uber. We have options like the yellow taxis. They look small, but they're very powerful. And they're very spacious.